So, you got it? You know, you write all a contract, and you don't stand by your word. Worries. Worries, me I tell you. So it's like that. This is worldly affairs. Me not really like it, you know. This is killer, though. People who stand by their word risk falling prey to the fault of harsh words leading to arguments and strife. People who are resolute and tenacious risk having difficulty in abandoning ill will. People who keep a smiling face and gentle behavior, more like here, this me curious, risk being overly hypocritical and fond of romance. People who are unfocused and spontaneous don't exert themselves in dharmic activities and risk falling prey to the fault of belittling the ripening of karma. All you who may have entered the gate to the Dharma, if you cast away all faults and make yourself possess all virtues, you will accomplish the unexcelled enlightenment without difficulty. So keep this in mind. Listen once again. There are many people who are not in accord with the Dharma, although they have entered its gate. So you must make sure it doesn't happen to you. You may have taken ordinations, but you are not a Dharma practitioner if your means of livelihood and your possessions are the same as those of a householder. You may have abandoned worldly activities, but you are not a Dharma practitioner if you haven't given up ordinary idle gossip. You may dwell in a hermitage, but you're not a Dharma practitioner if your activities are the same as that of a worldly person. You may have left your homeland behind, but you're not a Dharma practitioner if you haven't cut your ties to worldly people. You may be persevering in practice, but you're not a Dharma practitioner if your mind hasn't turned away from desire. You may undertake various hardships, but you're not a Dharma practitioner if you cannot bear being hurt by others. Bomba clots. Blood clot. I say I than we attack some way and I behave some way, I have to say. Whatever me think I than, you know what I mean? See how life goes sometimes. I see it all up on a political place. I see everything I go on with me I read right there. So big people are educated and degree I behave them way. Much less we expect to get off people for the. My man say, Padma, you may be persevering in practice, but you are not a Dharma practitioner if your mind hasn't turned away from desire. You may undertake various hardships, but you are not a Dharma practitioner if you cannot bear being hurt by others. You may be practicing the stages of development and completion, but you are not a Dharma practitioner. Remove obstacles with divinations and shamanistic rituals. You may train in the non-dual, but you are not a Dharma practitioner if you expect help from gods and fear harm from demons. Feeling. You have to have confidence. You may have entered the Mahayana path, but you're not a Dharma practitioner if you don't try to benefit sentient beings. You may act for the welfare of beings, but you're not a Dharma practitioner if your deepest aims are not embraced by Bodhisattva. You may have understood the view, but you're not a Dharma practitioner if you don't heed the ripening of karma. You may comprehend the 9 gradual vehicles, but you're not a Dharma practitioner if you don't mingle your mind with the Dharma. You may practice one-pointedly all the time, but you're not a Dharma practitioner if you don't destroy the fixation on appearances as being real. You may possess the 3 trainings, but you're not a Dharma practitioner if you are motivated by greedy pretentiousness. In any spiritual activity you engage, if you don't embrace it with a 3-fold excellence of preparation, main part, and conclusion, you are not a Dharma practitioner. You may be spontaneous in daily activities of thought, word, and deed, but you are not a Dharma practitioner if you stray into ordinary disturbing emotions, like I do. People who cast away the practices for accomplishment right now and instead make aspirations for future accomplishment are not practitioners. You're not a practitioner if you expect to attain fruition in the future without recognizing the natural face of your mind. You may create the karmic deeds of virtuous roots, but you're not a Dharma practitioner if you haven't parted from the 8 worldly concerns. People of the future, these 8 worldly concerns are audacious demons who live in everyone, high or low. These 8 are to be happy when you are praised. Listen good. These are the 8 worldly concerns. Everyone has these, including myself. These 8 are to be happy when you are praised and unhappy when blamed. People happy when famous and unhappy when notorious. Happy when having pleasure and unhappy when uncomfortable. And happy in gain and unhappy in loss. Those are the 8. You must scrutinize yourself to see whether or not all the virtuous roots you created in the past through thought, word, and deed were done with the attitudes of these 8. Whether or not you possess them in your present deeds, and whether or not your planned future deeds are endowed with them. It is essential to refrain from being involved with them. Those 8 worldly concerns. To be happy when you're praised, or unhappy when you're blamed. To be happy when famous, or unhappy when notorious. To be happy when having pleasure, and unhappy when uncomfortable. And happy in gain, and then unhappy in loss. All you people of the future who are followers of Padma, no matter what Dharma practice you are engaged in, practice an unmistaken path for quickly attaining the great enlightenment of Buddhahood. Practice the vast and profound meaning. Practice while possessing all the teachings of the truly and completely awakened one. Practice while possessing the meaning of the 9 gradual vehicles in the manner of upward completeness within the mind of a single person. Practice any aim or deed in the manner of recognizing that no thing whatsoever is accomplished. Wow. Wow. There's nothing to accomplish. Practice in the state in which all the phenomena of samsara and nirvana are the single sphere of Dharmakaya. Practice exclusively in accord with these instructions of mine. Practice without doubt or hesitation concerning the fruition of enlightenment. This was the oral advice on conduct bestowed upon the Tibetan clergy, members, and everyone who wishes to practice the Buddha Dharma. Samaya. May this meet with worthy people possessing the karmic connection. Thank you for the words. Wow. Again, from the beginning, it killed me. Kill me. Wow. So that was advice from the Lotus Born. And he was speaking to the lady of Karchin. Her name is...
She's in the show.
Yeah, that's what I want. We'll do it. That's it.
She's the one that wrote all of Padmasambhava's words and all his tattoos, all the treaties and treatises, you know, all the knowledge. She wrote it all down. Yeah. So that was a nice initiation. You know, like a definite transmittal of something was transmitted, because these teachers are powerful.